Hello everyone, Steven here with Cardboard Coalition, and we're back with a new crowdfunding. Not new, this is the one we're doing, but a new update for the DC Superheroes United by CMON, right? So when we last talked, it wasn't over $1 million yet, and they've added some stuff. So we'll make this a fairly quick video. Let's see if I can get through it in 5 minutes or so. Don't mind the scroll. So if you guys don't know, I guess I'll go back up really quick. If you guys don't know, CMON is doing, if you're new to the videos and all that, CMON is doing DC Superheroes United now, like Marvel United, but DC Superheroes. If you don't know what Marvel United is, it's a co-op game where you're playing cards and you're playing as a team to fight a villain. Oh, here's a cartoon. She always has to jump up, right? So in this right now, you have the Super Friends Pledge that gives you the main game. And it gives you a couple stretch goals for backing that. Not stretch goals, exclusives, right? Crowdfunding exclusives for backing that one. She's just going to walk right across here. Yep. Then you have the Titan Pledge. I can't believe I can't work in these conditions. You have the Titan Pledge. Comes with the base game. And it also comes with the Teen Titans expansion, right? She just jumped away from me, so I couldn't move her. That's crazy. The Teen Titans expansion. But if you back this one, you also get Power Girl as a crowdfunding exclusive, right? And this one's $100. The other one is $65, right? Let me go back up. $65 or $100. So for $35 more, you get the Teen Titans expansion. You can watch one of the video before this talking about this crowdfunding. It'll go over who's all in the expansion, but I'm sure you can see it as I'm scrolling, right? There's your prices right there. We're going to skip the add-ons and all this extra stuff, and we're going to go down here to the stretch goals, right? Where did we last stop off? Was Condiment Man. This is the last one. He hadn't funded yet, so we hadn't hit 1 million yet in the last video, but we obviously got Condiment Man. We get Katana. We get the Aquaman family team deck. We get Mongol as a villain. We get Talia al Ghul as a villain. We get the Question. You knew the Question was coming. Is this Montoya or is it the original Question? I do not know. All right. You get the Justice League International team deck. Then you get Swamp Thing. This one I'm actually really excited about. I like Swamp Thing. And then at $1,360,000 of pledges, you get Cyborg Superman. All right, the other things that came up since we last have spoke, right? Some interesting stuff. There's some add-ons. Why don't we just go to the top of the add-ons and we'll go down from there. All right, we got Gotham City. And as someone pointed out, I can just click on it. It will open it up for me, and I can scroll down and see everything. I do not remember the name that told me that, but thanks a lot. So, all right, let's scroll through this really quick. You get Gotham City. You're getting a spoiler there. You see you get some extras if you back the Gotham City expansion. So Gotham City gives us some heroes, right? Some equipment cards. We get another support character. But we also get dual mode. And for all you guys who have played DC or Marvel United, this is your anti-heroes, right? So you can play as heroes or villains. All right. So we have Red Hood. We have Catwoman. I guess I didn't name everyone up here. We have Nightwing and Batgirl, obviously heroes. We have Alfred, right? Poor Alfred's deceased, has been for a year or so in the comics. But we also get the villain Bane. This one's awesome, right? Other contents, there's the Bat Signal. Now that I'm talking to you, I don't remember off the top of my head. It is a game mechanic. As you see, there's some cards that come with it. It is a new game mechanic for the DC Superheroes United. Keep trying not to call it DC United. They should just left it DC United. You get locations. You get a couple challenge cards. And then if you back it, you get some crowdfunding exclusives. So if you back this expansion, you'll get Batwoman and Commissioner Gordon. And you'll get their hero decks in some... well, you got your ID support card. There it is, equipment cards. You get some equipment cards as well. There's a list of everything you get. Right, here's some cool character things. Oh, they're not. Oh, there they are. Painted by Big Child Creative. And these are actually painted. These paint jobs are really good. These are painted, but it looks like it's just a picture. Those are painted. All right. You get Batgirl, right? Well, there's Batgirl. You get, oh, I guess we can show her for a second. There's Batgirl. Isn't that amazing? Nightwing, right? Then you get, they don't have Nightwing painted. How sad. You get Catwoman. She's on an interesting gargoyle. Catwoman's painted though. Painted. Once again, I have to say painted. I have to look really close to make sure. I need to get better at this. I'm working on comic book style or cell shading. If I can get this good and be able to do that, I think I would still put some black lining in, some thick black lining to make it look more like it's drawn, right? Then we have Red Hood. Here's one of my favorite characters in the Bat family. Henchmen. We got some henchmen, right? To play along. There is Red Hood painted. It's really nice. You get Bane. White Rabbit is a henchman. Surprised they're not making these. Because there'll be the little cards for the locations. This is actually an amazing job to make this look, one, cartoonish, and two, make it actually look like it's glowing. They're good at Big Child creatives. Then you got locations. Here we go. The Bat Signal Challenge, right? I don't remember off the top of my head. I watched the video and I talked about how it works. I don't remember off the top of my head now. Then we get Batwoman. These are the extras for backing this. I'm getting it on crowdfunding. Now, these aren't stretch goals. You get it if you buy this specific expansion, right? You got Jim Gordon. There is a stretch goal box with certain things, but this is if you get a specific expansion, this being the Gotham City one. I mean, that looks really good in that glow effect. Maybe one day I'll be there. And then I really like this non-metallic metal. You have to be good at doing that. All right. So what else came along since we haven't talked last, which was last Monday? We also got the Green Lantern Corps here. It's really the Green Lantern Corps, but Green Lantern Corps. All right, Green Lantern Corps. So who do we get? Guy Gardner, Jessica Cruz, Kilowog, Selak, and John Stewart. Other components, we get the team set for the Green Lantern Corps, right? No Hal Jordan, but they did say yes, Hal Jordan is going to come out. I'm assuming he's going to be in another expansion box or he's a Kickstarter. There's also, what is it? It has to do with this green down here and a team and being a Green Lantern, how it works, but there you go. So we have John Stewart. There's a close-up. There's the painted. Great artwork, right? They do an amazing job. They're so sure of their painting, they don't even leave the translucent green stuff. They're like, nah, we got this. We'll make it look good. All right, Kilowog. There he is all painted up. Look at that OSL. God, that's really good. They're obviously, when you paint like this, and trust me, I'm not even close to calling myself a painter. I think I can see some scuff marks here. Uh-oh, got scuffed up a little. But when you paint, you pick a vantage point that you want to see the model from. Really, your vantage point is going to kind of be down. You're going to be looking on the top of his head and stuff. But you pick a vantage point, and then you try to highlight from there. In this case, they also are trying to make it look a little more cartoony or comic booky, right? So they have to be able to do these lines. But as you can see, the back of his hand, they still got a little bit going there. So this is probably right at the edge of the front. Great paint jobs. All right, Jessica Cruz. There we go. Guy Gardner. I always liked him when I was a kid. He came out. I was really young and I didn't know comics, but I was very young. Justice League International. He was the goofball in it. So he was the Green Lantern I kind of liked, but he was a little silly. When they made him a Red Lantern, I was really into him, but that was for a brief time. I think Darkest Night or right after. All right. I forgot to say his name because I can't remember his name off the top of my head. We got to go all the way back here. Selak. Slack. All right. So once again, they're like, screw translucent. We can paint something that looks badass. So we're going to do it. There's the team deck, and that's it. So this expansion, right? I'll close it out like this. This expansion, where did you go, expansion? Where did you go? Oh, there you are. This expansion is just characters. It's all it's giving you. No environment, no play styles or anything like that. It's just heroes. The other add-on that we got is the team deck cards, right? And as I've said before, this is the $100. It comes with the Teen Titans. I need to still jump on and add Gotham City, Green Lantern Corps, and the team deck. The reason I do that is to help build up the funding. But closer to the end, I stopped doing it because I know that they're going to do an all-in. Probably, like I said, $395, $450, maybe $445, somewhere right there. All in that will come with all this stuff, right? The other things that came out is the playmat. Let's go ahead and click on that. So I didn't get the playmat the first time. I didn't even get the Kickstarter the first time. I actually got all the first one and the second Kickstarter, X-Men Marvel, for the Marvel United. In the second one, I didn't get the playmat. In the third one, Multiverse, I did get the playmat. In this one, I am going to get the playmat. They're beautiful playmats. They're stitched edges. A little bit expensive, but they're a large. It's a big mat, covers a large amount of the table. But the cool thing is it also sets it up so you can play all your cards out in the timeline. There's enough room for everyone to play their cards, right? And then I believe this backside is the single player mode. Well, so this version is ideal. Oh, it's ideal for solo play. How this is set up is ideal for solo play. Why is that? Oh, I know why. See, these face out to all the different directions. Not this, you have to kind of keep that one way, but all these locations face one person sitting down there. So cool beans, cool beans. All right. Last but not least, they went ahead and put this out. This is the painting compendium. Now, you might not want it if you're a painter. I'm wondering if it's going to come in the all-in, because they usually do like an all-in gameplay and an all-in. Maybe, maybe not. But it's a hardcover book. That's pretty cool. It gives you tips on how Big Child Creative painted their minis in this way, right? Gives you some of the great art from it. You also get to see some of the miniatures up close. I believe paints used for base layers if you wanted. Of course, you can just find paints that are close to that, right? They show you how it looks, how it looks, how it looks, then how it looks. If you're just starting to paint minis, know that you always have the ugly phase, right? Videos, QR codes will give readers access to treasure trove of videos by Big Child Creatives. A mix of public insight and private guides to enrich your painting journey. That's pretty good. That might be worth paying the $30 to get in. Like I said, I do like how they paint theirs. I'm not knocking it at all. The one thing, if I can get this good, I would add is some black lining, 100%. Because the black lining really sells that comic book cell shaded. And I'm not knocking this at all because this does an awesome job too. It's stylistically, I think I kind of like that. All right. You can close, you really can. So that's everything. I need to go back and make sure I add this, and I already did the playmat. Add this in the expansions and the team deck. Add them all to help kind of bump up that number to unlock more. But like you've heard me say before, CMON's pretty good at their game. They're gonna get all the stretch goals unlocked by the end of the campaign because that's already baked into the pudding, right? Or at least that's how it's thought of, baked into the pudding, baked into the pie. I don't know why I said pudding. Baked into the pie. Practice, I want to eat some Nutella right now, and it reminds me of pudding. All right, baked into the pie. Side note, it's already baked in the pie, so that's going to come through, but in my head, I feel like it helps just to add a little more. And I also feel like I get like this deal once I go to the all-in, but it's all head games, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this run through. Hopefully it was a quick run through. I don't even know where to find the time on here, so I couldn't tell you if it's quick. Hopefully it was a quick run through of all the stuff that's happened in the last week for all the things that were unlocked. for DC Superheroes United. I hope you guys enjoyed. I am Steven with Cardboard Coalition, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.